me.
Generals gathered in their masses.
Get out of the way.
Hello and welcome to Office Hours with Amber. I'm Amber and this is Office Hours. I'm going to see if the audio is working and then we're off to the races. So silly. I'm not used to the intro being so short. Okay, cool. Audio's working. God bless. Phone's away. On Do Not Disturb. Okay, so welcome. We are officially in season 2 of Office Hours with Amber, and this season is entitled Engineering Improv. Ooh, so exciting. Last year, the structure was the goal, the 2025 goal was to grow towards and bridge the gap between the Excel skills I had and the Excel skills I wanted to be up in the, I wanted to excel. I didn't think everyone was going to be here. So hi, everyone. Anyways, 2025, wanted to up-level my Excel skills. Well, we nailed the fuck out of that. So now I'm like, well, what do I want to grow towards? So it took me until literally today to really soul search and realize, okay, what I could go further in Excel, but I think that is now at a place where I'm like, okay, we're good. So this year, we are using improv to improve. So cute, right? And I'll kind of explain to you why, but essentially how the structure of this season is going to go is every week I'm going to spin a wheel and it's going to tell me what my task for that day is. That's about it. So the tough part is I can't like preliminarily tell you like, hey, the content of this month is going to be this. Like truly it's going to be a grab bag of whatever we roll on is whatever we're doing. So the cool thing is you guys are all able to submit ideas of systems or like Excel questions or business questions or processes or systems, anything that you might have a good idea about or think that is a good idea for me to work on or think through. There's a link in the bio. There's a link in the bio for submitting those. So the cool thing is there's actually going to be more user interaction now than there was before. So that is like a kind of routine way. So usually I think what I'll do is, and we'll just show you. Let's just show you what the vibes are. First, let's explain why improv, and then we'll go from there. So essentially last year, I concocted this equation, which is growth equals value, accountability, novelty, capacity. And I've been pretty good about living by those and being able to, in moments of friction, lean in and go, okay, why am I not doing what I want to be doing that I know is going to bring me value? I've got people to hold me accountable that I respect. It's a fun thing. I've made it fun for myself. I've got the capacity to do it. But what I recognized is that there was still this like little itty bitty thing that was holding me back. And so what that thing was fear. Shocking idea, guys. Things you're afraid of, you're not going to want to do. And I think it's silly to say that you're afraid of a business task. Like, why does my body react the same way to building a process map as it does bungee jumping? And we're going to talk about that. But anyway, so what I recognized is that fear can look like fear of failure, looking dumb, not doing well, perfectionism. And I used to think, and we had a really good conversation about this a while ago on perfectionism. And the common thing we would say is, well, I can't be a perfectionist because I'm not perfect, which is like arguably the most perfectionist shit you could possibly say. And so what I realized is that a lot of tasks, because I know the level of detail and granularity I want to eventually have, it prevents me from even starting because I know I don't have the beans, like the mental beans to get it perfect the first time. But the engineer brain goes, why would you do it 2, 3, 4, 5 times if you know what I mean? Like, it's like, why would you waste all that effort? Well, here's the thing. You can edit a blank you can't edit a blank page. You can edit one with even the worst of sentences on it. So what engineering improv here is to do, like what the goal is to just get a bunch of things just started. Because I know once I've started, I'll be so upset with it being ugly and bad that I will have to finish it eventually and maybe off off live stream or maybe on live stream. You might just put it back in the bin to say finish the task you started instead of start the task you started. So essentially, with fear, what I realized is similarly, like, how do people get themselves to bungee jump? Usually it's 3, 2, 1, push them off the ledge. So this is my, this live stream is my pushing myself off the ledge to get a lot of my business systems in order. Because if you didn't know, I am a small business owner. Peachy profitability, party of one. So if I don't build systems well enough that I could eventually lean into during times, well, let me backpedal. A system is not good if the system falls apart when you're not at 100%. So oftentimes what happens is we'll build a process or a system that works when you're at full capacity. But like, I want to make my business administrative, like the things in my business that I don't really like set my soul on fire, like in a good way. Like, I don't know about you guys, but invoicing ain't my thing. Oh no, I didn't connect my... Oh, okay, there we go. We have the fart sound still. Phew, that was close. Anyways, things like invoicing. Let's talk through like a quick example. If I was to lean into the coaching side or like the advising, the consulting kind of hourly bucketed time of my my business, let's say I was to get 100 customers and they all start signing up for hours. I would have to, at this current moment in my business, have to schedule with each one of them, invoice them all directly, total their hours as it goes. You know, I would have to do all of those individual administrative things. And it's not that I don't know a better process, it's that I've never taken the time to actually implement that better process. And so that is actually preventing me from wanting to sell certain services of mine because I know administratively I don't have the bones behind it to actually support it, or like, you know, the muscles and joints to support the bones of the business. So what a better way to show people how I can help them improve their business process by engineering the engineer. So that is what Engineering Improv is about, is me showing you how I help me to help you, who helps us, and then we grow together. Pretty good, huh? So that's what this is about. But essentially, I've already noted that 7 p.m. every Monday is a sustainable time where I respect and I sit down every 7 p.m. I've already shown myself. I've done it for 54 times in a row, almost. So by utilizing this time period that I have sequestered to myself, now we're just flipping the script of, instead of doing pre-planned things, I'm now going to be kind of shocking myself with whatever comes next, which is nice, because then if you have clients that believe, oh, there's no way you could understand what I have going on in a short amount of time. Well, guess what? I'm basically going to be showing you live that I can figure anything out in an hour. I hypothesize. Anyways, okay. So big shout out to Emily Williams. She workshopped a lot of her systems that she uses right now are what inspired a lot of this, which also with Ashley, my mom, Jody, Jack, Esther, like the Excel community has done, Eric, a lot of you have helped me develop these ideas, but most recently Emily has somehow unlocked a few things in my brain with her bingo system, etc. But she's really good about breaking big projects into tiny tasks that are actually manageable in a 5, 15, 20 hour long area, randomizing the task assignment, as well as putting a timer on for ambiguous tasks, which I think was a pretty big unlock for me, because I think in the past, it's like, oh, well, build your P&L. Okay, well, with the level, I could do the quick, like napkin mathy that I could do in 15 minutes. Or my brain immediately goes to, well, I know all the bells and whistles I'm eventually wanting to have. Again, the perfectionist nonsense. So I digress. Now to show you some of the bones of how this works. So in the description, there is a like good ideas submission form. So essentially, if you have any ideas or questions or observations or things that you think I should put into my backlog of cool ideas, you feel free to let me know. Like Ashley, and I don't remember who else you were talking with, but talking about the Etsy templates. perfect thing to put in here. That's an awesome idea that I would love in my backlog. Similarly, if you guys have never seen like the Lawn Care Guy or Dr. Pimple Popper, they're both really, really talented at taking really messy, vulnerable situations these people are in, whether it's a messy lawn or, blemish on the face or wherever. They're really good at holding people's vulnerability very safely and transforming it into something a little more beautiful or whatever. And so that's where, if you have an Excel or a system or a process map, or if you have something that you want transformed into something mildly more beautiful, I love a little brain teaser. So if you want to submit those as well, that's also where you could place them. So with that, how it works from there, you submit things, I submit things, that ends up in the Engineering Improv backlog of tasks. And so there's Excel tasks, there's video creation tasks, there's Peachy profitability tasks. So today, because I just made this list, then we put it into the backlog, this wheel of names. And that is how it goes. And so without further ado, let's see what I'm doing today, which kind of now makes me nervous, because what if I'm dumb? Okay. A small one. Wonderful. Let's do it. That's what we're doing today. So the other thing about this is there's going to be some tasks that are very, very small. There's going to be some tasks that are enormous. And that is also a skill I'm excited to build over time of like, how do you right size a task that could fit in an hour, or at least break things down into smaller things? So break big projects into smaller tasks, and using those words actually vocabularily correct, because I never use the word project. I always use the word action item or task. But the tasks I'm assigning myself is like revamp month-end process. That's a project, bitch. Like, figure that out. Like, and so I'm trying to get very particular about my vocabulary. Side note. Okay, no one asked, but last week, so I came back from Australia and I had these little markings on my hand. Do you see those? Like those little dots? I want to educate you all because I didn't know this existed. So I went to the dermatologist and I was like, oh my God, I have skin cancer. And she was like, you were on vacation, right? And I go, yes. She was like, you're right-handed? Yes. And you were drinking on this vacation? Yeah, why does it matter? She was like, oh, those are lemon burns. So I have these little tiny burns because I squeezed like a lemon or a lime, like citrus, and it got on my hand. And then I was in the sun and it burnt my hand. So now I have this nice little memento of Australia, New Zealand when I was drinking a lot. So I just want you guys to know that that exists because I was spooked. Anyways, okay, let's learn how to copyright and watermark Excel sheets. And the real reason for this is actually a subtask for when I'm creating downloadable content. Like if I want to create like something for someone to, like a template that people could download from Etsy or my website. Not that I super duper care, because really everything from Excel is rehashed from somebody else. So like, it's not like I'm specifically too bothered by it of someone reusing my stuff. But if I build something really big, or if I'm using something from someone, I would like it to have proper watermarkage so that they get proper credit for what they've done. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Okay. And so similarly to Office Hours of the Ember, a lot of this is going to be me Google, ChatGPT, YouTube, applying it to real life, and then getting feedback live. So really we're doing it all 3 weeks in one sitting. So yeah, without further ado, if there's anything that you've been putting off, I encourage you to do it now. So I also, side note, is if you don't have the same brand of ADHD that I have, I'm afraid that I'm going to lose all of my good ideas if I don't write them down. So that's why I have my backlog of good ideas. I encourage you to start keeping, whether it's a notebook, which I think this is funny. Yes, it's literally called All of My Genius Ideas, and I bedazzled it because she deserves it. I encourage all of you to get a notebook and write down all of your great ideas. And then in the future weeks, you can use this hour to basically body double with me so you can start working through your backlog as well. or whatever you're growing towards. That's the vibes. I kind of want background music, but also, if anyone has any suggestions for intro music, I know I could use Suno, and I am in the process of trying to make one, but I love that song so much. The link to the song from the intro is also in my bio. I love it so much. It's Girl Talk Oh No, and it mashes up a bunch of songs. Too good. Anyways, okay. Let's figure out how to copyright an Excel sheet. I'm going to go to Claude. Also, I love that the AI girlies are fighting. It actually, let me do a poll. Claude or Chat GPT or neither. Claude. No AI for me. Okay. Let me know which one you guys are using. Claude, ChatGPT. Lately, me and Claudia have been having a great time. So, oh, don't crash. My computer's been real weird lately. Okay. I want to copyright. And I don't even know if the word copyright versus trademark versus copyright protects creative and artistic works. Trademark protects logos, names, slogans. Okay. Claudia. Oh yeah, I think Gemini. Parts of me, I know I've heard okay, brief opinion. I would say ChatGPT was a front runner, and then recently I've been using Claude for more like creative, like I need to make a flyer for something. What information's generally needed, and like, or even like any like graphical things. It's been really like way better at. Like if I ask it to do something in PowerPoint, if I asked ChatGPT for a PowerPoint, it would give me white slides, title, words. Claude at least gave it an attempt at doing something graphically relevant, which I was like, okay, well, at least I get like one more bit of info, like, how to say, like, inspiration, I'd say. Side note, we're back on our bullshit. I just got a case of Night Shift. Ooh, she's so good. Functionally made me smarter, and I wish I could tell you why. On their Instagram, I think they have info. But anyways, I've been enjoying Claude more. Gemini makes me nervous just because it seems pretty untethered, and like DeepSeek. I haven't even thought about DeepSeek. Interesting. Good to know. Looks like we have 43% ChatGPT, then Claude, and no AI in the next. And the other thing I like about Claude is when I use today, it had like a weird update where like I asked it some questions and then it gave me like prompted follow-up questions that I could click through like it was like a form, which I thought was cool. But anyways. Jody, it's the Chinese one, but it speaks English. You're silly. Okay. Branding, that's fine. An about section, built-in protection. I'm going to do a test file. Let's get Ambot open too. I feel like I need music. Hmm. Don't need you guys seeing all my crazy file structure. It's actually kind of embarrassing in there. Let's do this. Engineering improv. Let's do February. The R in February. I'm sorry. She's just so useless. Testing copy. Copyright doesn't have a W in it. This is newsflash to me. Oh my gosh, Emily, hello. Yes. Okay. I secretly love when, like, I've done some sleuthy stuff before where I'll go into the author bit, and if it's not me, I will change it to me, especially if it's like something that I created, but I took like one little bit and then it just, yeah. But, ooh. Perfect, 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 perfect. Author. Oh yeah, branding. Branding. Also, I've been going back and forth. I've been kind of aimless with my font usage. Usually I'm pretty locked in on like loving Arial Nova Condensed. And when I worked with like bigger data sets, I really loved it because you could narrow the columns quite a bit. But now it just feels like a little like mechanical, you know, and like unfeeling. But I'm like, Gilroy, it could not, like, there's no way. Which I know I need to zoom in. Let's see. I don't want to just go with Aptos display, but I feel like I gotta. Okay. And then let me grab my logo. Oh yeah, what how did January go for everyone? What were your goals? Jody, I know you were working on like intentional words. Like each month is like a word intention. And so I similarly wanted to do something with engineering improv that way. So like each month was a different focus. Like maybe it's sales for one month, and then like receivables for one month, and like going through my different business avenues. And I think I still might do that, but I just needed to get going this week and stop. I've what I recognized is that I had done enough waiting. You know what I mean? I was stalling way too far on this. I was like, it's the second week of February. We got a GTFO, you know? Sorry, I'm looking at my. There we go. Don't be humongous. Don't be humongous. Don't be humongous. Uh-oh. Reset for January. Perfect. That's great. There we go. Okay. Visual branding. Poof. Done. Built-in production. File info properties. Embed your name in the metadata. I think that's what we just did. File info properties. Properties. Ooh, yeah, the author. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, nice. Because no one's gonna look there. I mean, honestly, there's no one's gonna look there anyway, but that's okay. Let's do this. There we go. March goals, reset. I think a reset is so necessary. We don't need this wrapped. There we go. Oh, let me live. There we go. Let's just do the whole thing. I know I'm not doing this very efficiently. Guess what? Don't care. Yes. Holiday excess. I feel that. Really, I feel like I never quite reset. Like coming back from, I thought that the Excel conference would be like a nice week off to like put my brain back together. Not at all what happened. I think I didn't anticipate myself being so tired afterwards and so burnt out from the year. I think I didn't realize that the year was gonna kill me off like that. Okay, let's do this. Basically, I'm collecting things. Oh, why are the grid lines on? Disgusting. Cool thing is, after this, if I do all of the steps, then I believe if I do, like if I'm basically creating like a copyright template, like where it's instructions where you can just download and do the instructions too. And then I can link the video to be like, hey, go back, look at this thing. I don't know. I'm trying to like really use the whole cow, if you will. So I additionally found this website called Riverside. Not found. Klinsman told me about this website called Riverside that will like auto chop up your video into like the most meaningful bits, which is cool. It is pretty AI heavy, but when I look at it, I'm like, okay, I'm not putting any content out now about Off Stars the Ember. And I think there are little meaningful bits here and there. So I'm like, well, let's test it out and see if it's worth the money. But I'm excited because that is kind of one of my more exciting, like things that I'm deeply passionate about in life that like really get the flow state going is like video creation and audio and like content creation generally. And so it's nice that I get excited posting things on the internet, like fun tips and stuff. And like, I'd like this live stream to eventually be useful in other ways, but anyways, not important. There we go. Is it legal to put that little thing on there? I need to spell that correctly. What? Is that real? Let's Google that. Awards, travel, nails, all the things. Oh, speaking of nails, guys, look at these things. I got them from Ulta the other day. They've got little roses on them. How cute are those? I think and you can't see, but wait. I love showing nails like this. How neat. So cute. Learning how to do my own stick-on nails, life-changing. See, the thing is, I like don't intend on like suing or in any of this stuff, but like I would like general ownership or like generally to know people know that like who's doing this, you know? Like I know people are still gonna delete stuff and get around it or whatever, but like it'd still be nice to be like, hey, if I'm gonna use it, if I truly am going to use it as like a business tool to like create more clients or like push people to like know like brand notoriety, which isn't going to be much, but if I'm gonna do it, I might as well like put some good legs forward. Banjo's been sleeping down here. Do you want to say hi to our friends? He's been big grumpus today. Oh, okay. We're just burping on camera. Beautiful. All right, back on subject. We got 30 minutes to figure this out. Don't even worry. I am learning things though. How to file a copyright for digital assets. Interesting. Because they get like a gazillion entries, I imagine. Also, P.S. sounds like you'd want something more like a trademark than a copyright if you decided to go that route. Well, and that's what I was thinking, but it was saying like I think Peachy Profitability should be trademarked, whereas the like Excel sheets that I make should be copywritten. But like not really. I think like yeah, I think I would need, which generally I should do trademarking for Peachy anyway. But to be able to put like my copyright. Okay, so it's also saying register your brand name if you're selling templates commercially. But it's also saying copyright. Because I think copyright would be like more like a specific thing rather than like, so for instance, like music, you produce it, you release it, like, but I'm like, for one-off things, I don't need to, I don't think I'd even go through the effort of copywriting every individual sheet because like not most of them are not even worth $65 to sell off, but that might be some head trash on my own. So that's something to look into. The nice thing about this hour is I'm at least learning something that I then am going to noodle on and then hopefully bring updates later. But trademark generally, I would say. Honestly, that's where Amber. I'm gonna claim this as an Ashley. Trademark Peachy. Good idea, Ashley. Thank you for this. Thank you for the idea, because I need to do it anyway. Wonderful. Okay, Cool. And then if that works correctly, bingo, shows up there. How good? How good? Yay. Okay. Okay. For now, I would say I'm going to highlight this part, but regardless, I should put my website, which, oh, speaking of which, Creative Commons license maybe is another route. 5 to 6 different types to go. Prohibited. Ooh. Oh yeah, this is my website if you didn't know. Ta-da! She needs a lot of work, and that's what I think some of this will be for as well. Creative Commons license. Ooh. Yeah, that's probably it. That's probably it. Because that's, I mean, realistically, I'm going to put that in the... Oh, let me live. There we are. Okay. Let's keep going through the list. Terms of use, which I think will fall into the Creative Commons. Let's... Oops. Insert logo. There we go. Semi-transparent watermark in header image. Wait a minute. Insert page. Insert header footer. Insert header footer. Oh, didn't even know she existed. Seems fine. How do I... Okay.
Mark to your worksheet in Excel. Select Insert, Text, Header and Footer. Select the header in the worksheet. In the Header and Footer tab, select Picture. Select one of the options to insert your image. Ampersand picture will appear in the header. Select anywhere outside the header to see the watermark. To format the picture, select Ampersand picture. Select header.
Oh, I'm silly. Okay. That's a thing. Transparency. Which I think I need to increase the size. Like right now my display settings are at like 100%. I think they need to be higher so you can actually see what these little buttons are. Oh, we're freaking out. So I will fix that for next week. Sorry about it. So silly. Transparency. Let's do washout. Nope. Triple, not that. Huh? Is it like doubling? Wait. So they're all just kind of useless? Oh, wait. Super not helpful. Let's see what the rest of that video has to say.
And footer. Format picture. Change the size, crop the picture, or change the color and select OK.
Well, shucks. I'll have to noodle with this later. I don't like super love it, but what I could do is this one instead. Bingo. Too good. I'm just too good. You gotta make yourself laugh. Okay. So, well, with that, you don't really get the, like, you don't see it unless you're in the page layout. So if you go to, yeah, so if you print in any capacity, it'll show up. So it's kind of a sleeper cell, that one. And I'm going to be honest, not many people know that you can even put a header or footer in an Excel sheet. So, ooh, let's see. Like let's say, like, I would say kind of common, file, print, PDF. Okay, cool. So if you save something as a PDF, it would also have my branding on it. And so I think what might be the circumstance is there might be like maybe a situation of because if someone pays to have my stuff, I would almost like for them to have none of my watermark bullshit on there. Like, maybe if it's like a free download, it has, well, I don't like either. Feel free to pepper the comments. I don't have any real opinions about, like, I think if I was to buy, I'm only zooming in because I'm slouching. If I was to buy, now I'm trying to think through customer experience. If I bought a template and then it had their watermark all over it, I'd be like, ew, tacky, gross, you know? So I think what I'll probably end up doing is not that, but perhaps like what I've done with other stuff is putting like in the info tab, having a do 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 do. Oh, why is it so ugly? Why is it like that? Wait a minute. What the fuck? What in tarnation? Maybe if I start with it big, that's new to me. That's horrific. Okay, what I'd probably end up doing is putting this in the corner somewhere with, if you didn't know, you can hyperlink. With a hyperlink so that if people click it, it goes to my website, or something like that. So having identifying info I can remove is helpful. Yeah, that's good. See usually the watermark on the intro page and then very discreet on other pages. Thank you, Mom. I like it, Picasso. Yeah, I think what I might do is, because if you right click on this, you could just like delete it. I think I would probably leave like, what I probably will do is like have like a copy pastable info tab that has, hey, if there's an issue, like kind of like basic working with me stuff of words are going to come to me back to me. The basic info, or it's going to have like, hey, it's Amber, if you have any issues with this file, feel free to email me or submit a link through the whatever process at that point I have. Hyperlinked logo. If you have any questions, come here. If you want some free resources, here's the YouTube. You can submit questions here if you want to hear other people's feedback. But then other tabs will just be like blank of me existing there. It'll be just the info. But then if I, like, the difference is if I'm doing client work, my stuff's not going to be on any of it because they're paying me plenty, like that they are paying for a solution for their company. So that's a completely different scenario. But if I'm building stuff for me and like lead generation separately, that's when I think I'll probably watermark it up. But additionally, it will be important for me to be able to watermark and lock down if other client, like the clients that are paying for my work, putting their logos, their click-through links, so that if they share it internally, they're not having people taking their work. So honestly, it is nice for me to be able to learn how to copyright for myself, or like lock it down for myself so that I can help lock it down for my clients eventually. Yes, it's all coming together now. It's all coming together. Also, side note, I realized the old microphone I had, I got tired of it just being just humongous and in my way. So I figured out I could take that off. And so now we've just got just a little baby. Just a little baby stand. So good. Anyways. Okay. Logo. Got her. She's good. Brand and colors. She's good. About tab. We're going to make that this, which is good. We're going to research that part. Okay, document, info, file, properties, copyright. I think there's probably, let's look closer into that. Properties. Ooh. Oh. I have never looked into this in my life. This is actually secretly a part of Click Around and Find Out, where I'm that's why, okay, I'm going to be honest, I vulnerably Click Around and Find Out, I still want to do. I just don't know what day of the week or like what the structure, like it's just got so little structure that it didn't make sense to make its own thing. But really what you're seeing right now is Click Around and Find Out. Save thumbnails for all Excel documents. What does that mean? Read it. Don't fuck up. Read it. Okay. No enforcement, registration kit. Oh my god. That isn't my entity name, by the way. Oh yeah. For those of you that don't know, I am the owner and operator of Peachy Profitability. Peachy Profitability offers industrial engineering services. One of those services, my favorite, or rather to keep myself sharp, is to microdose industrial engineering services with this live stream series. Office Hours with Amber is a live stream series presented by Peachy Profitability. It's kind of like the three Spider-Mans like pointing at each other and they're all me. And then this season of Office Hours with Amber is entitled Engineering Improv. So eventually I'll have like an actual brand strategy, but today is not the day. Okay. Thumbnail preview image of your workbook. When it generates small snapshot. For your case, worth keeping it checked for your templates. It means someone who downloads your files, they'll see a branded preview of your sheet before opening it. That's weird. I feel like it's just like there's always a thumbnail, but I guess I've never seen it. Okay. Amber, Peachy Profitability. Cool. Did that. Done. Password protect the workbook structure so users can't delete your branding or tab. Let's see. Protect sheet. Protect. Select locked cells. I made it a super secret password. Oh. Okay. What would be nice about protecting a sheet is especially like info or like the data dump pages where you're just putting like reference tables that need to be visible, like invisible, but need to be in your worksheet and not just like a connection in Power Query. What would be nice is to put my info on kind of that page of like, if there's a time that a client is going to that page, likely something's wrong and they need to be talking to me anyway. So honestly, I think what might happen is I might use my info as the master data dump tab anyway. I like dual purpose because I don't like just having extra sheets just to have extra sheets. Oh, it makes me so furious. And if I protect that tab, that means they can't go edit and mess with the data that exists in there. I like that idea. But I'm sure there's going to be situations where, depending on the client, potentially with data table dump consolidation. It's a crazy way to say that. Okay, I at least know how to password protect the work, but wait a minute. This is only over a tab, but if you go into file info, protect workbook. Okay. Always open read only. Get bent with that. Encrypt with password. Okay. Protect current sheet. Okay. Protect workbook structure. Let's see what that says. That's straightforward. Hey, Matt. Protect digital signature. Ensure the integrity of the workbook by adding invisible digital signature. What are you? That seems personal. I think that Locking specific cells, sheets, so template structure stays in. I would love to just be able to lock this cell or like I only, oh, wait. You could, hmm. But it didn't really let me pick which were the locked and unlocked cells. Can I just... And yes, I know this is all very Googleable. Format cells. Protection. Ah! I see. It's really tiny on your screens, but... Oh, you can lock individual. Wait a minute. It looks like this is like auto locked. So then maybe you could like lock the whole page, but unlock? Use the style pane to define those. Ooh. Style, like themes? Or... Oh, allow edit ranges. Oh, this is big news. Actually, this is wonderful. Let's say I only wanted them to be able to edit the checkboxes but not delete anything from the template. This is big news. Okay. Wait a minute. Cell style. Okay, we got about 3 minutes left. Oh, it's just on the home tab. Cells style. Oh my gosh, there it is. Oh. Whoa. Oh, I see. Okay. So then I've never even touched this button. And if I would have done click around and find out, I'd have found this out so soon. Dang. Again, you guys coming in clutch. Okay. Unlock those cells. Okay. So then if I protect this sheet, then if I try to edit, motherfucker, I fucked it up again. Format. Locked. Protect. Okay. This is good. We just unlocked a very cool thing for me specifically, because then okay, Matt, if you're still in the chat, this is huge for you, because then it makes it, if I'm embarrassed that I didn't know about this till today. So God bless. Okay. So I've at least, the nice thing about this hour is, even though we talked for like 30 minutes of it, in the last 30 minutes, I have actually ignited the protectability of a sheet, which actually is going to improve all the tools I've ever made, because now I know how to individually lock cells, and it's embarrassing that I didn't know it before, but too late. No embarrassment here, no shame. I'm just excited that I learned something new today. So if you have any good ideas or things that you think I should look more into, or, I mean, especially after seeing my performance today, you can kind of get a vibe of where I'm at. So if there's other things that you think that I am missing or should look into, feel free to use the form below to submit those and put your name on it so you get credit for all of your good ideas. And then next week I will start the episode with reviewing all of the new things that you guys submitted. Then we'll spin the wheel of fortune, and yeah. But I'm going to go hang out in Discord for a little while, and I'll put the link to that here. The link to the Discord is there, so I'll be over there in just a sec. I'll probably keep fiddling around with this Excel, but thank you so much for tuning into the first episode of Engineering Improv. I feel like I have improved through improv. So that's it.